allowed me in there. It's always a learning laboratory when you're in the gym with these coaches in the W, because they work so hard. Caitlin Clark, so smooth.
Oh, and it's Clark with a steal. Clark off to the races. Sims giving chase. She won't get
3 triples.
Clark trying to answer. You bets.
Go ahead and shoot till your arm falls off.
And Mitchell knocks that one away. Here comes Clark going the other way. Clark going behind the back. Oh, it's Boston. She was right there, though, with 18. Clark looking ahead and finds Boston.
Caitlin Clark is known for her deep threes and flashy passes, but one of the most underrated parts of her game is how she finishes at the rim. She's not just a perimeter threat, she's a fearless driver who attacks the basket with creativity, toughness, and skill. What stands out immediately is her fearlessness. Caitlin doesn't hesitate to take the ball straight into traffic.
Stay with that tempo, maybe even tire the feet out of it.
Clark working on Natisha Heidemann, who's just checked in. She's a good defender, too. And Clark shooting just 29% here in the first quarter. Clark looking aggressive. Clark launches. Six-year pro Anna Marquette. Mid-second rounder who's really found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark. Just Clark on the shot fake into a double team. Lofts it up for Boston. They would have one more win this year than each of the last 2 years combined. Oh, look at Mitchell Clark. Play and catch. This is a Minnesota defense that has been the lead all season long. Beaver had their way with it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana started. Boston gets it back to Clark. Sidesteps Howard. She will launch and knock down a three.
No matter how many defenders are waiting, she embraces contact, absorbs hits, and still finds ways to get the ball on the glass. That toughness makes her a constant threat in the paint, even against bigger, stronger opponents. Her finishing ability comes from her craft. She has an incredible bag of layups, scoop shots, reverse finishes.
You want to get 2 or 3 closeouts each possession, and if you do that, you're probably going to have a team in rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark step back three to get it back to 4 here.
Jordan Canada has been a problem for Caitlin Clark. Pressure all game.
Clark, a problem for Canada.
She's 4 for 4. 3 for 4 here in the second.
Clark leaning into Canada, just got it up off.
Really working hard off the ball.
Clark inside, got it to Boston, who lays it in. We keep playing here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Clark led that furious comeback and gets us started here. To be in for a track meet here tonight. The Aces play second fastest, Indiana third fastest, and Lexi
is high arcing floaters, each designed to counter the defense. If a shot blocker steps up, Caitlin adjusts midair, using her body to shield the ball and finishing with soft touch. If the lane is crowded, she finds just the right angle off the backboard to make the shot fall. What makes her drives even more effective is her change of pace.
Indiana's gone from up 7 to down 7. The Fever had all of the energy early on. Championship medal of Las Vegas on full display, and Clark. Clark, backdoor pass, Mitchell lays it in, and a foul. Clark working on Plum here. Clark leans in, draws the foul. 18-point deficit against Atlanta on Sunday, but this is a different kind of challenge. Back Benlay connects.
I'm glad you mentioned that tempo. They struggle, they don't play as well, but here is a huge steal, which again, they play so well in transition.
In fact, Bentley comes down with a rebound, and Clark turns on the Jets. Clark off the screen, drives inside, and the bank shot is good.
Being able to finish out last a little bit.
Clark, step back, hits a three!
She knows when to explode with speed, when to hesitate, and when to use a quick crossover to get a step on her defender. That control allows her to get to the rim on her terms, not the defender's. And let's not overlook her balance. Caitlin has the ability to finish through contact without losing focus. Whether she's
good battle in there with Wilson, Gamecock on Gamecock. Clark with a shot clock down to 5, off the Boston screen, behind the back to Boston. She's wide open and connects.
Shooting 67% from 3.
Clark on a step back, buries a three. Her international duties with Germany also suffered an injury. This is just her 14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three. Bag Benlay. Indiana will reset. Clark fire away. You bet. Massive take there. Banks it home. Clark pushing. Mitchell backdoor lays it in.
Off the screen, mid-range jumper.
But Clark right back to Boston, who got inside. Zune trying to frustrate Clark. Oh, but Clark with 3 more.
Bumped on the drive or forced into an awkward angle, she maintains body control and still gets off a clean look. That combination of strength and finesse makes her dangerous in any situation. Her finishing isn't just about scoring points, it's about pressure. When defenders know she can beat them to the rim just as easily as she can pull up from deep, they're forced to pick their poison. That dual threat makes her nearly...
Wheeler in the game, getting Clark off the ball just a little bit here. We'll see if the Fever can free her up. Clark off the screen. Clark launches, hits it.
They like running her off this Iverson cut into a ball screen.
Clark, yes!
I don't know if Dolson was ready for that. It looked like she was positioning herself for a rebound, but she was right there in front. Clark, deep 3. He has to speak with the Fever general manager, and she just loves that Emily is playing so well as of late here in DC. Here's Clark. That one, a 4-out, 5-out action with that high screen. And they have been doing a great job of putting Indiana in rotation.
Like controlling now for the Fever. 64-52, Washington with the lead. Drop off to Smith, finishes.
Clark trying to get around Mabry. Clark to the rim, reverses it home. Here is Clark, semi-transition. Dumping it inside, Boston lays it in on the Clark.
unguardable and opens up opportunities for her teammates. And of course, she delivers in the clue. Some of her biggest moments come not from threes, but from tough drives to the basket, where she muscles through traffic and gets the bucket when her team needs it most. Caitlin Clark's finishing ability proves she's more than a shooter. She's a complete offensive weapon, able to score for...
Clark working Mabry, separating, taking, and hitting. Connecticut now 1 for 12 from the floor in this first.
Good looks, though. They're getting good looks.
Clark connects! Point Connecticut lead. Here's Clark looking to take Burton. Clark inside, banks it home through the Indiana, not getting a body on Connecticut players, but Nelson Adota couldn't finish that one. Here's Clark through the lane. Clark able to serve it. Whenever Indiana hits a big bucket, she responds. Clark banks it in. Neither of them has sat yet today. Dive inside. Clark off the steal. They get ahead to Mitchell. Turns on the burners and serves it in. Here's Clark working behind Boston. Clark for the lead. You bet!
From anywhere, outside, mid-range, or right at the rim. Her toughness, creativity, and skill make every drive an adventure, and more often than not, a highlight. If you enjoyed these Caitlin Clark highlights, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe so you never miss the next video.